Hi everyone, and you are welcome to this lecture, Introduction to Project Structure in Python. Now, and after we have learned a lot about Python programming language, it's time to see how we structure our projects in the reality. Therefore, in this lecture, I'm going to talk about project structure in Python. Also, we will understand the meaning of Python modules and Python packages. And finally, I will end up this lecture by a quick summary. So let's get started. First of all, let's talk about project structure in Python. Usually, when we work on a real project, we don't include all of the project files inside one directory only. However, we divide our project files into multiple packages and modules, or in other words, into multiple folders and files. And this division happens according to the functionality. Usually, we do this division because it's better for project understandability and maintainability. To understand what I mean better, let me show you an example. This picture here shows a simplified project structure of one of the projects that I worked on before. The project was about data analysis of data collected from Twitter website. As you see here, the project starts from our project directory. Then we have multiple folders like count analysis and topic analysis. And within these folders, we have Python files. As you see here, influencer analysis, for example, and keyword analysis. When we structure this project, actually, we make one package for each data collection and analysis scenario. And within this folder or package, we include all the code that related to this scenario. Now let's talk in more details about this project structure. We call our project here the main project directory. Now, within this main directory, we have multiple folders, or in other words, multiple packages. We call the folder as a package if it has a Python file with this name, __init __.py. So not all folders are packages. The folder becomes a package only if it has this special file. Also, in Python we call the file that we create in order to type codes Python module. So any Python file ends with .py extension, we call it a Python module. So after we see this, let's give a formal definition for Python modules. Module simply is a Python file with .py extension, and the name of the module is exactly the name of the file. So in my previous example, everything before .py is the name of the module. Usually, once we create a module, we start to define our variables, classes, functions, and so on. Examples about modules we see before now: math module, random module, and so on. Now let's talk about Python package. So what package is? Simply, package is a directory, in other words folder, which contain other packages and modules. As I mentioned before, not every folder is a package. What makes a folder a package in Python? A file called init.py. So each package in Python must contain a special file called init.py. So from this we can understand that within packages we have modules, and simply modules are Python files with .py extension. And that's all for this lecture. Now let me summarize what we have learned. First of all, we have talked about project structure, and you see that we don't have to include all of the project files in one directory only. Then, Python module has been defined, and we see simply it's a Python file with .py extension. Then, package has been defined, and we simply see it's a directory or folder which contain other packages and modules. And we mentioned that a Python package must contain a special Python module called init.py. That's all for this lecture. Thank you very much for your time, and if you are available, join me in the next lecture.